Here we go. Here we go. Hey, welcome everybody. So happy all of you are here. Welcome, welcome. Welcome back, everybody, to You and Your Life Are Unlimited. I am so happy that all of you are here. Today, we are talking about business success. And as I wrote in my book, Quantum Success, which is 7 essential laws for a thriving, joyful, and prosperous relationship with work and money, there are really two aspects. If you want to get the Cliff Notes version of that book, there are two aspects to creating quantum success in your business, and that is alignment and momentum. So we're going to talk a little bit about that. But achieving quantum success, or achieving any type of success really in your business, requires that you understand 7 fundamental principles. And the first one, whether it's to create a business or to manifest your ideal career, to have more money flowing in your business or your career, you must have clear visions and goals. So the first thing is, what is your big vision? Because the big vision that you have, that will then help you decide what are your goals, what are your priorities, what are the desires that you have. And so whenever I'm working with anybody on, and I still do business coaching, counsel is actually a very good business coach. Whenever we're working with a client, the first thing that counsel or myself will ask them is, well, what's your big vision? So for example, if you had your business the way, or your career the way you desire it to be, what does that look like? So for example, if I'm working with, say, a coach and they're wanting to build their coaching business, I'll ask them, what is your big vision? And what does that big vision look like? Meaning, how many people are you wanting to affect? It might be, I want to, have 1,000 clients a year, or maybe I want to affect 3 million people, or, I want to work with, 20 clients a day or 20 clients a week. Everybody has their own different vision. And that's the first thing that we want to create. But the vision is not just how many people do you want to affect. It's, what does that vision look like? So as you're in your business, as you're in your career, how do you want to feel? What are you wanting? Where do you want to work? Right? Some people may want to work at an office. Some people may want to work from home. Some people may want to work solely by themselves, or others may want to work as a team. So to create a clear vision, what's the purpose? What's the essence of what you want your ideal career or your business to bring to you? Because we have to understand that everything is energy. And to create with anything you want in life, it starts with energy. And so even with our business or our careers, or even a hobby or a project, all of that is an extension of ourselves. So if you think of yourself as like an energy container, right? And you're this energy vortex, you're this energy container. As you think of that career or that business or that hobby or project or whatever it is that you're wanting to work on, that needs to be an extension, and it will be an energetic extension of who you are. So think of yourself as this big container, and that you also have a business container or a career container. And what you allow to flow through you will then go into that other container. Now, if you as an individual feel that you're lacking in success or joy or passion or purpose or whatever it is that you're wanting to feel, so will that aspect of your life. So to manifest your ideal career or business, you want to fill yourself up and connect with the energy, that energy of success, that energy of contribution. that energy of service, that energy of abundance or of success or passion or purpose. And that's part of creating that vision. It's also part of getting the mental body, not just the emotional body and the energy body involved, but the mental body. How do you see yourself? If you were to see yourself on a screen doing your job or writing that book or coaching those clients or massaging those clients, or, having other people work for you as a massage therapist. So you're more of the, people come to you and then you get other massage therapists, or whatever your business may be, sales, marketing, real estate, whatever the business is. When you have that vision of what kind of clients do I want? What, like if you're a real estate person, right? What kind of houses do I want to sell? You want to sell condos, or do you want to sell multi-million-dollar homes, right? So having that clear vision of seeing yourself in your business, in that career, right? Being able to work maybe 3 days a week instead of 5 days a week. Or maybe you're working 6 hours a day instead of 8 hours a day, 5 days a week. It comes down to that, like really creating that idea of what your hours are, how much time you spend in it. That's the vision. Who you're working with, what kind of people you like working with. And even getting down to, if you're working with clients, who is your ideal client? What are they like? What are their characteristics? What are their traits, right? So think of someone in any business, maybe it's the current business that you're in, that is your ideal client. You love to work with them. Think of that one person and see that one person that you're working with as that vision that you have. See yourself enjoying yourself. See yourself with a smile on your face. Seeing your business easy to create. Seeing the flow of abundance. You want to be able to mentally see that and then also feel that, because that's the alignment. Really being able to have that internal alignment is super important before you take any external action, because it's all about alignment and then momentum. Most people are taking tons of action. They're creating momentum all over the place. But because they don't have a clear vision and because they don't have goals, and we'll talk about that in a minute, it's kind of like taking spaghetti and throwing it up against the wall and seeing what sticks, right? So they're doing this and they're doing that and doing this. They're all over the place trying to do too much. And especially as women, where we're overworked, we're overwhelmed, we're spreading ourselves too thin. This is one of the ways that you find that alignment, because from that alignment, then any action you take, any strategy that you do, you want it to feel good. I was just talking to a client a couple of weeks ago that was saying, I've got this strategy that I have to do in my business, and I'm having so much resistance about it. And it's like, this is the only way of doing it. Having that limited mindset that that's the only way to do it, or that's the only way to get a client, or that's the only way to do whatever, it's not true. By opening up your vision, by opening up your energy field, you'll be more receptive to more ideas, to different strategies, to ones that actually feel good. Because you are the physical embodiment of pure energetic potential. And that's important to remember. And that the energy you broadcast out into the universe will attract similar energy in return. Because remember, you are an energy receiver, you are an energy container, and then you are an energy transmitter. You are broadcasting that signal out to the corners of the universe and then collecting those cooperative components back to you through law of attraction. And that's really important to know, especially when you're wanting to grow a business, when you're wanting to attract what you want in your business or in your career. So to access that feeling sense, say it's wealth or happiness or purpose, right? Whatever essence, think of it as like keys on the piano, right? Every key, every chord has its own vibration. You get to choose. You get to choose, what do I want to experience vibrationally? What do I want to feel in my business? Everything you want, no matter what it is, everything you want it because you think you will feel a certain way when you get it. It's the whole principle of having in the desire factor. So when you have it, when you have that business that's bringing you that certain income, that's giving you that sense of accomplishment, that's letting you feel that certain level of success, right? To access that essence, to access the abundance of wealth and happiness into existence, you first must believe and know that you are a cooperative component to those frequencies, that those frequencies already exist. You don't have to go make them up. You don't have to go do something in order to feel. They exist right now. And you have to be willing and to believe that you can connect with that energy, to believe that you're worthy of feeling that energy, of allowing that energy to flow through you, to holding that energy. And the more you visualize what your ideal business, career, what your ideal self in that future with that ideal business or career looks and feels like, the more likely it will manifest. Now, let's just talk about this nuance for a second, because this is important. It's not just about visualizing it, imagining it. It's connecting the mental, because that's mental body. It's connecting the mental body to the emotional body, because it's feelings that then draw that to us. So it's the mental and the emotional body working together, being in alignment. And of course, as you have your mental, as you have, when I say mental, it's like the visuals, the thoughts that you think, you know, the words that you say about it, your consciousness, that whole mental thing, as you're focused on all that in the direction of what you want, what your vision is, and then you let yourself feel into that vision, the stronger your signal is. And then as that's happening, your mental and your emotional body, it affects your physical body. It affects the actions that you're willing to take. And so if you're taking action, or another way of saying it, it's creating momentum from an aligned place, it's like doors just swing open. Things just fall into place. Right people at the right time, at the perfect circumstances, all falls into place. And so with the action that you do take creates great results, and it creates quantum success. But if you're trying to take action and you're thinking that this isn't going to work, or, you know, maybe I'm not worthy of success, or maybe I'm too old, or maybe I'm too young, or maybe don't know enough. When you're not in that alignment and you're taking action, that's when it becomes really hard. Because think about it. There are a lot of people that work really, really hard. You might be one of them. And if the formula for creating success was you have to work really, really hard, there'd be a lot more people that really feel successful and really are creating the life that they love. And there's not. So working hard, taking all this action, doing too much, spreading yourself too thin, burning candle at both ends, that's not what to do to create the business that you love, to create that success that you want. By creating an inner environment, an internal environment where you feel relaxed, you feel at peace, you feel satisfied, you feel positive about your future, you're going to then achieve that forward momentum with the energy that must and absolutely will create the results you want. So pruning away any relationship, any activities, any negativity that consumes your time and your energy is absolutely essential. So in order to have the ability to manifest the career, the wealth, the prosperity that you desire, by learning to visualize the future, by managing and mastering your energy or your emotions, right? And working with that universal energy, you can then magnetize the opportunities and the resources you need to achieve more. So you alone, you and you alone are the creator of you. Quantum success, for example, any business success that you're wanting, the energy, the essence of success is a state of joy and abundance and vitality that occurs when you align with your true purpose. So as you're thinking about your vision, you want to feel on purpose with that vision. You don't want to just create a vision because somebody else wants you to create it, or somebody else said, well, you should do this. You want to feel connected to that vision. You want to feel that true sense of purpose, right? To have that clear vision of your ideal career. And this vision will provide you a sense of where you want to go. How do you want to spend your time? What emotions you want to experience. So the very first step in creating a very bold vision requires you to reflect on specific experiences that inspire you and that tap you into, connect you in with that in your own innate strengths and talents, the things that you love to do, the things that feel like it's easy for you. It's like an extension of you, right? When I first started coaching and people would ask me to, coach them, and I wasn't an official coach at that time, I loved how it felt. It felt like it was just something natural that I've done all my life. I felt like I was a natural at it and I enjoyed it. And I loved joy. I enjoyed seeing the results of other people, right? So that became my vision to do that full time, to quit my day job, take this job and shove it as a pharmaceutical sales rep. That didn't feel aligned with me. But what did was being a coach, a life coach, a law of attraction coach, right? And you want to look at what inspires you about your business. What's your why? About the career you're in? What is it about the experiences that you have inside of your business or your career that you enjoy the most? What do you enjoy about it? Really think about that. What's the environment that brings the best out of you? Like, where are you thriving? Where does this feel like just time stands still and then it goes like super fast? Because reflecting on these different points will give you a broader sense of your ideal either career or business, right? And so I'm just going to ask you some questions so that all of you can go within, and you might just want to write down these questions and then reflect on these later. These kind of like homework after the show, if you will. What would your ideal job or career or business look like on a day-to-day basis? Meaning, what time do you wake up in the morning? What time do you start work? How many hours a week would you like to work? What type of activities would you be doing in your career, in your business? Are you working with people alone or with other people? And so as you start to think about that, to craft your vision, right? Once you have a more detailed vision of your career, of your business in mind, you then want to set this, there's the vision, then you want to set goals that move you towards that vision. Because it's one thing to have the vision, and then it's one thing to have the goals. Now, here's the other thing. If you have a bunch of goals, but you don't have a greater vision, that also isn't connected. So it's important to do both, to have that bigger vision and then to set actionable goals to ensure that you are achieving it, right? Goals are like signposts that let you know you're on track to the quantum success that you want in your business. And so it was funny, the other day, my son Alex comes up to me and he goes, "Hey mom, I got an homework assignment, and we're supposed to, in our freshman class, create a goal." And so he shows me this piece of paper and it's got SMART goals on it. And I go, "Yep, I'm familiar with that. I teach that. As a matter of fact, I have that in my book, Quantum Success." And so this is one of the goals when you are working to finalize or create a goal. There's a acronym, if you will, called SMART. And I'm going to break that down of what that is. But goals are SMART, if you will, when they are specific, when they are measurable, when they are attainable, when they are relevant, and they are time bound. So that's what the SMART stands for. So specific is the S, measurable is the M, attainable is the A, relevant is the R, and time bound is the T. So really quickly, to have a specific goal. Now, I want to talk to this because I also talk about this in several of my other books, but when you have something that is specific, you want to clarify exactly what you want to create and how. Sometimes specific goals drive people crazy. My husband, whenever I'm like, "Hey, what specifically do you want to do? What essence do you want to feel? What emotion do you want to feel? What do you think of your, what do you want to do for this year, for example, or happy birthday? What's your goal?" He's always just very general. I just want to continue to feel joy. There is nothing specific about that at all, but it works for him. He's more of a general kind of guy. He doesn't get specific. But if we want to create something that is something like become a New York Times bestselling author, or get on that particular TV show, or get my sales to this kind of number, or attract these kind of clients, you want to have a specific goal, because you then know, and you go into the second, which is measurable. I don't know how to measure. I just want to feel joy every day, right? That's great. How do you know? Well, I feel the joy every day. Okay, but can you measure it? No. So then it's not a specific, measurable goal. Measurable is you want to be able to be clear about what you want to experience. So for example, if you are someone that says, "I want to grow my business," right? Well, that's very general. What does growing your business mean? Well, specifically, I'd like to have 10 more clients a week, or I'd like to have 100 more clients a month, or I'd like to make another $100,000 a year or a month in my business, right? That's very specific. And because it's specific, and because you've put a number to it, like, I want to lose weight. Well, that's very general. When you're specific, I'd like to lose 10 pounds. You can measure that 10 pounds by when you get on the scale and know that, hey, I reached my goal because it's measurable. Hey, my business just increased by $100,000. You can measure that by the sales numbers, right? So the next part after being specific and measurable is attainable. Can you actually attain this? Do you have the time? Do you have the energy? Do you have the resources to achieve those goals? Is it attainable for you? If someone is to say, say their sales in their company is $100,000 and they're like, I want to make $10 million by next Tuesday. I mean, is that realistic? Is that attainable? So do you have enough time and energy and resources and strategies and everything to go from that to that? Is it possible? Could it happen? Yes. Is it attainable? Well, depends on how into the quantum field you really are. But for most people, that would not be an attainable goal because it seems very, very extreme in a very short period of time. Now, you could have that same goal, but if you're saying that needs to happen by next Tuesday, which is time bound, which we'll get to, then it probably won't happen, right? So it needs to be attainable. You need to know and feel that it's attainable, because if you yourself, as you're writing these goals, go, I'd like to do it, I doubt it, then it probably is not going to happen. So you want to feel that it's believable and attainable. Also, is it relevant, right? If say you have this huge vision, and this is why the vision and the goals go together. If you have a vision to grow your business or to start this business or to put in another widget or, sell another house or whatever the vision is for you, but you have a goal that has nothing to do with the vision, it's irrelevant. So you want to confirm that this goal that you have, it fits in with your big vision, and that if you achieve that goal, that outcome will thrill you once it's achieved. So it's relevant to you. It's important to you and to the vision that you've created for your business. And then there's time bound, which I want to talk about this one too. You want to do a time stamp, if you will, if it feels good to you. Some people thrive on putting a time bound on it. Like, I will have this done by, December 31st, 2023. Some people go, oh yeah, let me get to work, right? That gets them going. Other people would be like, oh my God, I got too much to do. It's overwhelming. I can't do it in that amount of time. You got to know yourself, right? Give yourself enough time if you're going to make it time bound. And does time bound actually help you or hinder you? So that's something to really understand, that that's important, right? So it's important to understand that there's the vision and there's the goals. And the most goals that you want to make towards your vision at any given time is 3 goals. Because a lot of times, again, everything's energy. If you're trying to do this and you're trying to do this and you're trying to do this and you're trying to do that, you're spread too thin. So pick 1, 2, or 3 goals maximum that will have you moving towards that vision. And then once you accomplish that goal, you want to be able to really lock in that success energy. Every time you accomplish something little or big, you want to be able to anchor in that success energy. And there's lots of ways you could do it. So the physical way, there's a lot of things you could do, like, yes, right? That just locking that in. You can hold your energy in your heart, and you can allow yourself to just touch your heart center and just lock that into yourself. You can spend time feeling and expanding into that energy of success, right? So just remember that manifestation is happening all the time. And manifestation, whether it's towards your career, your body, your finances, anything that you're wanting to do, manifestation is the sum of your thoughts, your feelings, and your actions. It's all about alignment and momentum. And our thoughts are especially powerful because they can change your body's chemistry. Upbeat, positive thoughts can set the right flow of energy through your body. So by aligning your thoughts and your emotions to the energy that you want to feel, like success, you become capable of taking the actions necessary to achieve your desired career. The best way to harness this energy is through regular meditation and mindfulness, and focusing on replacing negative thoughts with the ones of love, hope, creativity, and of course, the success that you want.